You can try it.
No, no. I'm not trying. I'm going to.
Try this.
Derek Chisora visits Joseph Parker's camp and tells him how to beat Fabio Wardley. And let's be honest, Chisora doesn't show up for average fighters. If he's giving Parker the blueprint, it means he believes Parker is the man to expose Wardley. Trust me, real trouble is being cooked for Fabio in that camp.
Come back upstairs! Oh, yes, baby, yes! Hey, ref, move out the way! Whoa! Come on! Double tap, that's it!
And Chisora didn't stop there. What he said inside the gym hit even harder. Inside Joseph Parker's camp, you could sense the seriousness in the air. Derek Chisora was not joking or flattering for the cameras. He openly admitted that Joseph Parker carries real power, the kind that earns respect from a man who has fought every heavyweight style in the sport.
AJ must have serious power, bro, because I hit that guy, he did not move.
Standing ringside, Derek Chisora was speaking from experience, not excitement. He kept repeating that Joseph Parker cannot be approached like a normal boxer. He sees Joseph Parker as unpredictable and far more skillful than Fabio Wardley, the type of fighter you prepare for, not try to outbox casually.
He's just unbelievable great. Yeah, forget good, he's amazing. Yeah, he's great, he's amazing. He's like the white Muhammad Ali.
Every shot Joseph Parker lands on the bag echoes with purpose. His shoulders stay relaxed, timing sharp and breathing controlled as he follows the instructions Derek Chisora laid out earlier. These are not warm-up punches, this is targeted work with Fabio Wardley's style in mind. And right when the pace settles, Tyson Fury steps in with his own message for Joseph Parker. Tyson Fury keeps it blunt as always. Around Joseph Parker, he is not talking tactics, he is talking mentality. No sympathy, no hesitation. He wants Joseph Parker ruthless on fight night because Fabio Wardley is coming to take everything. Tyson Fury knows only a cold mindset wins big fights.
Show no love. Love will get you killed. You know what? Everyone's got a different dynamic and a different path. Just got to do what you got to do, that's it.
Carl Frosch is not easily impressed, yet even he can see Joseph Parker has entered that dangerous zone fighters reach before something big. Calm face, sharp eyes, no wasted words. Fabio Wardley might be confident, but Joseph Parker looks like a man ready to make this personal and brutal.
In with Fabio Wardley on a couple of occasions. What are his biggest qualities?
Well, you don't need me to tell you nothing more than he can punch very hard. You know, you only have to ask my face. Yeah, he can really bang, and he's gritty. He's tough and he's gritty. You know, that's definitely his strengths. But then again, so is Joseph Park. You know, very tough, very durable, very good boxing brain. It's a cracking fight, though. It just
Johnny Nelson highlights what many forget. Joseph Parker is not just technical. He is physically imposing too. He has moved men like Zhilei Zhang and Deontay Wilder in close exchanges. People label Fabio Wardley strong, but Joseph Parker has proven his power against far bigger punchers.
He's a fighter that truly believes himself, unbelievably strong. His jab is so underrated, his right hand is underrated. You know, you saw how he kind of physically
Duke McKenzie raises a fair concern. He believes Joseph Parker still leaves gaps in his technique, pointing to moments where he was tested by Justice Unidai. But that is exactly why this camp matters. Derek Chisora and Andy Lee are tightening every weakness before Fabio Wardley even steps in.
But he's also gone behind in certain areas of his technique.
which was proven in his last fight against, was it Hooney?
Justice Hooney.
Justice
Yeah.
Hooney, right? Because he was exposed.
He was.
For his boxing skills.
Tony Bellew is spot on with this one. Fabio Wardley is hungry, confident, and powerful. But hunger is not enough when you are standing across someone like Joseph Parker. This is where experience matters. Joseph Parker has gone rounds with Anthony Joshua, Dillian Whyte, Deontay Wilder, and Zhilei Zhang. He knows how to adapt mid-fight. He knows when to survive and when to attack. Fabio Wardley is dangerous, but he has never faced someone this calm under pressure. And now, with Derek Chisora inside his camp giving him the formula to break Fabio Wardley down, Joseph Parker is not just depending on skill, he has real inside knowledge. His timing, his patience, and his ring craft could completely shift the pace of this fight. This is where boys become men.
Implement ways of beating them, punches that will work, combinations that will work, movements that will work, and then you focus on improving your fighter as well, making him the best he can be. And as long as as long as Joe is firing on all cylinders, I think he'll have enough to beat Wardley, even though, like you said, dangerous.
Adam Smith highlights a truth many forget. Joseph Parker today is not the same man who lost to Joe Joyce. Under Andy Lee, his confidence, timing, and shot selection have changed completely. He is sharper, lighter on his feet, and mentally locked in. Yes, Fabio Wardley carries power, but power alone does not win at this level, especially against someone who has shared the ring with Anthony Joshua, Dillian Whyte, Joe Joyce, and Deontay Wilder. The difference now is Derek Chisora being in Joseph Parker's camp, adding brutal realism to his preparation. They are studying Fabio Wardley's habits and timing. Adam Smith respects Fabio Wardley's danger, but even he admits this version of Joseph Parker is a serious threat. If Joseph Parker stays composed, Fabio Wardley might find himself outboxed and outfought.
I think Parker has got wonderful skills, and under Andy Lee, he's really rejuvenated, and I think he's one of the best heavyweights in the world, period now, former world champion, of course. I think he's better than he once was, so that's a problem for Wardley, but Wardley brings that power in, and remember, Joe Joyce knocked Joe Parker out. Others have had him in trouble.
And it is not just analysts. Even sparring partners inside the camp are backing Joseph Parker. Guido Vianello has been up close, taking punches from both Joseph Parker and Fabio Wardley in sparring. His words carry weight when he says Joseph Parker is stronger, faster, and mentally more complete. Training alongside top heavyweights, he believes Joseph Parker belongs among the elite. What makes this even more significant is that Guido Vianello is not just praising friendship. He is speaking as someone who has felt Joseph Parker's timing and physical strength recently in camp. With Derek Chisora providing the blueprint and Andy Lee controlling the technical side, Joseph Parker is being sharpened to dismantle Fabio Wardley. This is not about hype. This is about preparation meeting opportunity. Guido Vianello believes Joseph Parker is ready for a world title run, and this fight is the doorway.
I love Joseph, and I think that he's stronger, he's faster, and Parker right now is the top three. Usyk, Moses, and Parker. This is the names now. So Parker is a top guy. He deserves a title fight. He deserves the world title fight. So I'm with Parker team. He will win.
Frank Warren is not someone who throws praise lightly, especially when it comes to heavyweights. When he says Joseph Parker is on a roll, he is speaking about a man who just beat Zhilei Zhang, dismantled Deontay Wilder, and has reignited his career under Andy Lee. What makes Joseph Parker so dangerous right now is not just the wins, but the way he is winning. He is smarter, calmer, and far more disciplined in the ring. His bond with Andy Lee has turned him into a complete fighter. And now with Derek Chisora stepping into his camp offering raw, no-nonsense advice, Joseph Parker is preparing like a man who is chasing greatness. Fabio Wardley might be unbeaten, but he has never faced someone with this level of experience and structure. This is not just another training camp. This is a strategic mission to break Fabio Wardley down mentally, physically, and technically. And Frank Warren sees it clearly. Joseph Parker is not just active, he is dangerous, he is confident, and he is coming to end all doubts.
Parker's hit a massive rock. run at the moment. He's on a real roll. He's beaten top 10 fighters, Zhang, Bakoli, and done it in style, in absolute style. And he's with a new trainer now in Andy Lee, who seems to be really getting the best out of him. They've really formed a good unit, a good bond between the two of them. And he's a live fighter.
Tony Bellew does not hand out compliments unless they are earned in blood and grit. When he calls Joseph Parker a giant killer, he is talking about a man who walked into fights as the underdog and walked out as the problem no one expected. Zhilei Zhang was seen as unbeatable, a southpaw monster with knockout power, and Joseph Parker took his best shots, adjusted, and beat him convincingly. Deontay Wilder, one of the hardest punchers in history, could not break Joseph Parker's guard or his resolve. That is what Tony Bellew means. Joseph Parker has fought giants and survived, learned, and then conquered. And now, Fabio Wardley, who has never shared the ring with someone of that caliber, is walking into the most experienced and mentally toughest version of Joseph Parker we have ever seen. Add Derek Chisora giving him a blueprint on how to suffocate and rough up Fabio Wardley, and you now have a Joseph Parker who is not just skilled but calculated. Tony Bellew sees it. This is not the same Parker who used to hesitate. This is a man who smells opportunity and is ready to take another name off the list.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous because Zhilei Zhang was undefeated, in my opinion, until he faced Joseph Parker.
I'm a bit of a giant killer, Joseph Parker.
Fabio Wardley sounds irritated, not focused. Instead of talking about strategy, conditioning, or how he plans to deal with Joseph Parker's experience, he is bothered by a diss track. That tells you everything about the difference between these two camps. While Joseph Parker is drilling combinations with Andy Lee and taking brutal sparring rounds under Derek Chisora's eyes, Fabio Wardley is reacting to noise outside the ring. This shows immaturity. Champions do not get dragged into distractions. Fabio Wardley is talented, no question. Fast hands, sharp movement, and confidence. But there is a difference between confidence and composure. And right now, Joseph Parker holds the composure. Joseph Parker has been here before in big arenas against world champions like Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte. Fabio Wardley has not taught tea. His attitude suggests he does not fully respect Joseph Parker's threat. That could be his biggest mistake. If he underestimates a fully prepared Joseph Parker fueled by Derek Chisora's ruthless guidance, Fabio Wardley may find himself overwhelmed not by noise, but by timing, pressure, and power.
So what's this diss track you made?
Bro, what the fuck? I've never been more confused in my life. If I did make it, I'd stand on it and go, yeah, I told you to get fucked in the track or whatever I said, but bro...
Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley is not just another heavyweight fight. This is about reputation, legacy, and power shifting in the division. If Joseph Parker wins, he cements himself back among the elite, possibly earning a world title shot and proving that his resurgence under Andy Lee is no fluke. Derek Chisora stepping into his camp is no publicity stunt. It is experience meeting experience. Chisora is handing him the keys on how to break Fabio Wardley's rhythm, how to drag him into deep water, and how to take his heart when pressure mounts. But if Fabio Wardley shocks the world and wins, everything changes. A young, undefeated fighter will have just beaten a former world champion who defeated names like Zhilei Zhang and Deontay Wilder. That would launch Fabio Wardley into superstardom. This fight is about mentality. Joseph Parker is ice-cold, disciplined, and focused. Fabio Wardley is fiery, emotional, and explosive. So now the question is simple. Who do you trust when the lights go bright? Are you backing Joseph Parker to finish the job? Or do you believe Fabio Wardley pulls off the upset? Let us know below.